What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Fast. Today, let's get started with Kamaru Usman admits Islam Makhachev's pursuit of history is bittersweet ahead of UFC 322. Former UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman made a surprising admission ahead of the UFC 322 welterweight title main event. Islam Makhachev is days away from potentially becoming the UFC's latest two-division champion as he prepares to face Jack Della Maddalena in the UFC 322 main event. Maddalena will make his first welterweight title defense against Islam Makhachev in one of the biggest fights of the year. Former UFC welterweight title holder Kamaru Usman is right behind Silva with 15 consecutive victories during the height of his promotional tenure. His streak ended at UFC 278 when he was knocked out by a Leon Edwards head kick. While Kamaru is rooting for an Islam win this weekend at UFC 322, the former champion doesn't want to be knocked down a spot in the all-time longest winning streak rankings. It's difficult, especially when you guys start talking about this and putting it in our heads and asking us about it. I feel like that's all I was asked going into that fight. How difficult is this? You're going to tie this record. It's like, okay, I wasn't thinking about it before, but now I'm thinking about it. It's difficult, and it's impressive. To go in there and win, and it's not easy to win a fight, especially in the UFC. To go in there and win 15 in a row is already impressive, but 16 and tie the record? That's extremely impressive. Obviously, I'm kind of in a bittersweet position here because if he wins, he ties it, and he's one up above me. But if he doesn't win the fight, then that potential matchup of himself and myself, it seems to kind of shy away. It's a tough one. It's a great position to be in for Islam. Leon Edwards fires back at Carlos Prates for claiming he's past his prime. Leon and Carlos are set to fight in a pivotal fight at welterweight on Saturday at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Heading into the bout, Carlos is the betting favorite, and he claimed that it is due to the fact that Edwards is past his prime. He's done. We cannot teach heart. If you already give up one time, you're going to give up always. Leon is the kind of fighter that, when things start to get hard, when he sees it's going to be a hard night, he starts to give up. He don't do too many things to try and change the game and forgets about the win, just try to survive during the fight. It was a bold comment from Carlos, who doesn't think Edwards is the same fighter he once was, and isn't a true title challenger. Although Carlos called Edwards past his prime, the former welterweight champ disagrees. Instead, Leon plans to show Carlos just how good he is on Saturday, and prove he's still an elite fighter. He's all right. I think skills for skills. I'm the better fighter, the better athlete. I'll go out and remind him who I am. The first time he moved up was Ian, and Ian beat him. His last fight, I don't know what Neil was doing. He was walking high guard, flat-footed, walking in, just like that. It was there to be. He was still having success. Sean O'Malley's coach wants a January UFC return. Sean O'Malley is one of the biggest stars in the world of mixed martial arts today, and his coach ideally would like him to return to the cage to kick off 2026. Hopefully in January. In January. We're kind of keeping him ready. Just got done sparring right now, so we're starting to get his body ready to go for a battle. But I really want, if things work out the way they should work out, and Sean gets to fight for the title again in the warehouse. You've got Song Yadong, who's a great match. That would be an exciting fight. You've got the Zahabi kid. The Zahabi kid, he beat Pedro Munoz, he beat Aldo, he beat Marlon Vera. I think that's another exciting fight that we could look really good in. Jon Jones promotes UFC White House in indirect message to Dana White. Jon Jones made a strong case for Dana White to change his mind on a potential inclusion on the upcoming White House card. Former UFC heavyweight champion Jon Jones's abrupt retirement earlier this year remains one of the biggest MMA headlines of 2025. After months of negotiations with the UFC to fight Tom Aspinall, Jones opted to walk away from the fight, vacating the heavyweight title and ending his title reign. Since Jones retired, he's repeatedly teased a comeback fight in 2026, most notably for the UFC's upcoming card at the White House. While an official date hasn't been announced by the UFC and Dana White, many top stars have thrown their names into the hat to be included on the card. Despite Jones's publicly known interest in fighting at the White House, White dismissed having Jones fight at the event, hinting he doesn't trust Jones to make it to the card due to his controversial nature outside of the octagon. This hasn't stopped Jones from grinding in the gym in hopes that White will train his mind. I can't help but think what a better way to celebrate America's fight than for its best fighters to put it on full display. To remind the world who we are. Not just a country of words, but of warriors. Maybe somewhere iconic, or maybe on a certain someone's lawn. All I know is, I'm fueled up, fired up, and ready. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the fighters who carry its spirit.